Okay, well, city attorney's report.
The only item I will mention is Thursday, the Planning Commission is going to meet, and the new chairman and the new vice chairman are not going to be there, so that's two down already. And two other members have to be at Unity Place at 7 o'clock for the presentation that's going on over there about Judaism and Christianity. So they have 3 items on their agenda, one of them which made the front page today. They will need to solve through those really quickly and get them done. And if not, if anybody leaves, once a quorum's established, their votes are counted in the affirmative. So if you see your planning commission representative, you just may want to mention that. We're not going to let anybody be excused once we have a quorum established.
Sounds like, well,
No dinner for them?
No dinner. Okay.
okay,
That's all I had, Mr. Mayor.
okay.
Yeah, talk to your ward representatives.
City manager's
I don't
report.
have one.
Well, you don't have one, you're right.
Don't have one.
Mayor, Council, since I didn't have a Monday night football game, there are a few things.
Oh,
One
good.
of the things, I think the most important is we were talking about setting up some dates, some open dates for 2 meetings, one with the county commissioners. County new manager will be in place first of January.
Right, yes, first January.
Soon. But they just need some dates from us, and then our strategic planning workshop, which we would probably do in January. Everybody have their calendars, have some extra calendars reference. You wanna give us some, anybody else?
Is, on the first one, is there, is that pretty normal? I mean, is there a reason, or other than just saying meet? Anything to talk about?
Well, over the years, there were some years that we didn't meet at all. And then we would meet once a year, and we actually had an agenda. And then we didn't meet for a long time. And then when the county invited us to their meeting last year, we said that we would reciprocate. That is, we said, thank you very much, we would be glad to do it. So, here it is, I think it's, getting a date and talking together. You don't have to have a formal meeting with the county commission. We have had years where we haven't done it. It is, it's a good thing to do, you get to talk to each other, but, we don't have a specific agenda. I would suggest probably put a little bit together, about areas of common interest, and try to make it, I think, we have a lot of positive things I think we're doing with the county. We talked about sales tax, which is fine. But, there are a lot of other areas where we're working cooperatively together, whether it's at the tech park, Lower Mill with, Nathan Kirby's project, Nathan Kirby's project going forward. But there's a number of these that we're working together on. And so but it's at the council's discretion. I mean, it was just a note that we had said that last year.
Did you have any time in mind there?
I think it's trying to get all of our calendars and all of their calendars. And then, of course, the important one for us too is our strategic. In January, I have December and January's calendars here if anybody needs that. But like, for instance, if someone's gonna be out of town, it just helps to be able to try to bracket when we would like to have these meetings,
I'll throw out a suggestion that neither one of these be in December.
both in January.
Well, I'll see what others think.
I agree with you. December's so
We're
hard.
booked.
December's
January's
so
good.
hard.
Yeah. Thank you. Y'all okay with that?
Would there be some reason to give this new county manager a couple weeks in town before we,
When's he?
throw him in the fire?
I don't know. I say get him when he first gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As he walks in, does
Yeah, before he has a chance to.
Before he
figure
gets
things
prepped.
out.
We want to give him the shock treatment.
When does he start?
So, about the first of the year.
well,
We
now
trust
that,
you, just sign it.
now that the county commissioners are meeting on Tuesday nights too, okay, then it kind of gives the calendar a little bit easier flexibility to, because we used to have to kind of rule out Thursday nights. So, can I throw a date out? How about, Thursday night, the 9th or the 16th of January?
I'm out of town on the 9th.
You're out of town on the 9th, okay?
Okay, I'm okay
Then
with the 16th.
what about the
16th 's fine.
16th? Will that work?
16's good.
16th's good for
I
me.
don't have a calendar.
What time?
What time?
5:30?
3 o'clock.
You should have our meetings ready, start at 5:30 and 16,
Right.
and get started at 6.
6 o'clock?
Over at-
Sounds good.
over at Ed's house.
And we're meeting on our
Here?
turf this time, right?
Right.
Yes.
Here,
Probably
upstairs?
meet upstairs,
Okay.
because we met at their workroom,
Yeah.
or really wherever we report to, I mean, it's council.
So we could talk about how they stole $405,000 from us?
That would be the first agenda item.
Yeah, that's.
210,000 from sales tax decrease, 50,000 for the shield, and 145,000 for billing.
That'll meet first.
You know, we are their best friends. They should be taking us over to Nick's.
Did you get a card this year?
That's
All
gonna be
right.
item number 1 at 3 o'clock.
Thanks, Tom.
And then we're looking for another date for a
And-
Saturday?
Well, actually, the work session, and a lot of times we'll have the work sessions on a Saturday morning, something like that. If that's good for the council.
Is the 4th good?
Yeah.
Or again, it's whatever the council wants. You can have 2 night sessions back to back. This is whatever's convenient for us.
Any Saturday I can make work. If we're talking about a Saturday, I can make that work.
Saturday, the 25th.
I'll make it work.
We want to have a little bit of a break between the two meetings,
Yeah.
so if staff needs to do some prep work or whatever, but,
We need to do some research.
right.
What date did you say?
Does that,
Fifth.
The 25th?
does that seem okay to everybody
The work session,
for the work session?
We're starting that one at 7 a.m.
yeah, we'll start there, as early as everybody can make.
7 a.m.?
East Coast?
I won't even be up at 7.
Spend the night there.
Then we could have that at the conference center, or we could have it
Yeah,
here.
this conference center's nice.
Mhm.
No, but we
do.
pay for it to have it at the conference center, don't we? So we
We
need to
got-
have that
we got-
upstairs.
Yeah,
We have the money in the budget.
why would we spend that? We can have it upstairs.
You
Upstairs.
could have it right upstairs,
Yeah.
whatever you.
I'm not spending that.
Okay. All right.
There's only a few of us.
Can
Thank
I-
you, sir.
You wanna do a backup date in case the 16th doesn't work for the council? The 15th work?
15th?
Yeah.
Wednesday? If it's
Mhm.
backup, see, we'll try those 2 dates.
Yeah.
I don't have next year's calendar.
Okay, next,
He's
barbecue
got
tickets,
Yeah, but I don't have anything written.
Oh, that's true.
What, sir?
is that,
No, you're good. You're good.
okay, barbecue tickets, those little blue tickets?
Yeah, they're here.
Barbecue, please come, you know, so, it's good, you get to see not only all the city employees, but all the retirees.
I was teasing about the 7 o'clock time. What time are we gonna meet on that Saturday?
6:30.
Yeah, you're kidding too.
7:30 for breakfast.
7:30 for work.
7:30 for breakfast. It's
8 o'clock is a good time. 8:30 the meeting? No? 9?
What is that for?
What time do you want to start on Saturday?
This is the
25th?
strategic planning.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock the meeting
All right.
starts, so
Okay, got it.
7:30.
8 o'clock.
Breakfast.
Breakfast? 8:30 meeting?
If not, bring a Pop-Tart.
Okay.
What else, Ed?
I went to an event yesterday on behalf of Mayor Rides Across America, and Councilman Gallagher was there, and he probably talked about that before, and I observed that. But it's very interesting what they're doing with that. Roy Stowe, 93 years old, former fire captain, passed away. Bill, you went to his funeral, and he was 93
Remember him.
years old. He had Alzheimer's, and he used to be a fire captain.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, Dr. George Prince died. He was the only pediatrician here.
He was mine.
For some years, and was the person who started a children's clinic.
Yeah.
And his first-
And I went to him. And
I did
went
too.
to him.
He was mine. The only one here.
Huh?
He was the only one here.
He was the only one here.
Yeah.
How old was he?
I think he was
went-
92
he
when he-
fin-
when he-
He went to Duke,
Ash got
4
that.
years, 3 years or something. I read that. Smart area.
Very,
He-
yeah,
he-
he lived a very long life, very,
He and-
good, very good.
he and Jick were very
He was a big one in this community.
The next item is, tomorrow night is the MPO meeting, right? And this is this three-county MPO, with all these new state rules, and this thing is all over the place. This new process, you have state legislators attending staff TCC meetings, state legislators sending letters to the Secretary of Transportation in this new system that's not supposed to have any politics in it at all, remember? And so here we are, 3 counties, all this stuff, we have I-85 widening. We want to make sure they've established an arbitrary rule that says the projects can only be $3 million in size, so therefore the widening of widening of I-85 has to stop at 321. I think we're gonna need to say, no. Actually, the widening, if you're gonna widen it all the way around, get around the city, don't create a problem at 321.
Right.
You know you already have a problem at 321, it's that curve, the interchange, right? So anyway, both of our representatives will have hard work there to do. We have all.
We are excited.
Yes.
I've already confirmed I'll be there.
And the meeting will be at 5:45 at the police station.
Correct.
All of this stuff.
You all are welcome.
And that's all for that.
Okay.
I can do it more, but
Well, you said you were at a meeting in behalf of the mayor, and I don't know what you're talking about.
well, yesterday.
It's hard to go when you don't know.
Oh, okay. Yesterday, I think Virginia, somebody said there's a meeting at the chamber that they needed somebody right away. There was no lead time. They just grabbed someone, they said.
News to me.
So anyway,
Okay. As long as we got it covered, that's it.
yeah,
They sent me an email at 7 in the morning.
Who
So,
did?
the chamber.
Oh, I get
And
those
they said,
calls.
come. Well, not really, it was Sybil from Poffy Girls. Said, you need to be at the Chamber of
She didn't, I
Commerce.
didn't get that.
So I was like, okay,
No,
Didn't you tell us about that last time?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
I
gonna say, I
talked
thought
to
we
her,
heard
I
something
talked to
about
her over the
that.
phone about it several
But
days ago.
what's taking place is, I'll just go. What's taking place is they're gonna take, there's a soldier is gonna be deployed to Afghanistan on December 24th, Christmas Eve, I believe. And he's engaged to a girl who's also in the service as well. And they're gonna have they wanna have a wedding, and they're gonna have it on the 21st, so everything's kind of a rush. So Poffy Girls is gonna do this over at Sea Park Mansion. So,
it's gonna be filmed by this, by folks in Los Angeles. It's
Well,
gonna be
they were on
it's
in the
gonna be
paper.
on one of the cable shows.
It was in the paper, something.
On Valentine's Day, and all the various businesses are contributing.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
Image Gallery's doing the photography. Poffy Girls is obviously doing the wedding dress and all, and other people are donating flowers, and a Rolls Royce is going to be used. They just really want to help this couple out.
Well, it sounds really nice.
And there's going to be
What's the city doing
65.
with it?
Well, they just asked us to be there because they were asking us to help them out with certain things. They were asking, like, do you know anybody that can help out with catering? And someone had suggested that, check Caramount. The hospital has chefs on duty that are they're gonna come forth and donate their time to do the cooking and also some of the pastries. So it was a little brainstorming session that was really quick, and they have less than, today's the 3rd, so they have 16 days to get this, 16 days to get this done, because it's on the 21st. So, it's gonna be 17 days tomorrow, but anyway. And they were asking us to help them out with the brainstorming, I guess.
But no request from the city specifically.
Right.
Oh, I thought maybe that's why they asked us to be there if they needed something from us.
They're
I
just
wasn't
gonna-
hearing
It's
anything.
gonna highlight Gastonia and say good things about Gastonia, and they picked this city to have their special wedding. It's about 2 soldiers and all this stuff.
And it'll be
That's
on-
really nice.
It'll be-
All these,
it'll be on
local
TV the
businesses
14th.
that are contributing, and it's just a real nice piece.
Yeah, sounds nice.
City council reports, Ms. Craig.
I don't really have a report, but I have a request that I would like to just throw out for any discussion that needs to be. We talked about the legislation, the legislators and relationships with them. And as we were looking at dates for the county commissioners, then I thought, well, should we try to maybe have quarterly meetings with our legislators? Because the better relationship we can have with them, the better things are. I just throw it out on the table.
We had that breakfast with them one time.
Yeah, I like that breakfast,
went
that was good.
Very well. Went very well.
Let's do that again.
So, what, would maybe, at our, session, our work session in January, maybe we can talk about scheduling those during the year too. That's just a thought.
Excellent idea.
Naturally, it's easier when they're not in session
Right,
than
right.
it is when they can be here.
Right.
And that,
Maybe we should
Make
get their dates that they're in session and work around that. That's probably the good starting.
Because I think they,
good idea.
I think they would probably appreciate it as much as we do, but then that way we stay in constant communication as opposed to just once a year, okay? And then we are on their radar system.
Once a year or when we get mad about something.
Well,
When
that's
they hear
right.
from us.
That's right, that's right. So as we're
Okay.
building relationships, then I just think
Okay.
that might be one that we want to continue to build on. So
All right.
I just add,
Good idea.
as a request at work session, that we put that on the agenda.
right.
That's my report, sir.
Thank you, Porter.
No report.
Todd?
No report, but I want to ask something, and Chief, I'm gonna need you, you don't have to come up, but in my own, hear myself, you don't have to come up, but I'm gonna need your help on something. I had a citizen call me, and they said this incident took place week and a half ago. Last time it rained, we had that little downpour, it came down really heavy and stopped. And they told me on Cox Road, right there in front of the Wells Fargo where it bears off onto Franklin, you kind of got the little triangle median in the road, said that it looked like an older gentleman in an older car broke down right in that little section. Okay, that's a bad section because that's where you veer off to go to Franklin. And I don't know if he had a flat tire and didn't have a spare or what it was, but one of our city officers pulled up behind them, put his lights on so nobody hit him. It started to rain. The old man didn't want to get in his car. That officer stood out in the rain and held his coat over this elderly gentleman until the wrecker got there. And they know that they were there the whole time because they were going the other way on Franklin, ran their errand, came back, and that officer was still holding his coat over that gentleman to keep him out of the rain. And I just thought, that's the kind of stories you like. The problem is they didn't get a car number or anything. So they said they could tell me the exact date because they were picking up a prescription, and they're supposed to call me back with that date, and we can probably narrow down who that officer is. And I think we need to just publicly thank him because that's something he did, and he doesn't think anybody noticed. And somebody driving down the street noticed that. So I think we'd like to say thank you to him. But I'll get you that information if you can help me track him down.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
in relation to that, there were a gentleman that rescued this man, whose vehicle caught on fire or something. There were 4 of them.
Linwood?
Yeah, I think so. But somehow or another, they need to be recognized. They say that man's life. You think we need to have them up here?
Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
To,
We did that
Hit
before,
people
Porter.
there.
There was another incident as well with a Jeep. If you remember the young girl that was pulled out of the Jeep.
Yeah, we
And-
recognize
And,
him.
and we actually gave, Chief, you was also in cooperation with another FD, and we had the folks in here, and we gave them little certificates of marital service.
they need to be recognized, I think.
The Chief Watts came up on that accident. He's getting all that information together.
Good.
Great.
Good idea. Okay, Mr. Calvin?
CPAC Mansion is having an open house tonight. Everyone's welcome. It's going to go from 7 to 10. So if you want to drop by and go over there, please do.
What are you talking?
Sea Park.
Oh.
It used to be
It was the Elks Club.
It was Albright and Sumner for a long time.
Albright Summer, Elks
And
Club.
that's where the Lions Club met or something?
Yeah, Jack Moss. Had
And
a
what are they
restaurant.
doing there?
They're just having an
Weddings and
open house,
receptions.
weddings and receptions, so if you wanna see what the mansion looks like and what they've done to update it and all.
They've done good
So-
work.
Let me see Brides Across America, they're coming, they're gonna do filming around town, they're gonna be talking to a bunch of people who are vendors within town that help out with bridals and stuff like that, and it's gonna be on TV, Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's gonna showcase our town. Shield Christmas party yesterday was excellent. It was really pretty much like a going-away party for Debbie Winley. She's leaving there and going over to Caramount to help out.
Yeah.
The other thing is, in the paper, they had the Dream Center. And they're starting to help out people with jobs and stuff like that. I just wanted to know, where do we stand with the transportation on that? Oh, Flip, you could do it next time.
Councilman, actually, the county access had set up a schedule where they would pick them up at the Bradley Center on our system and is running that daily. The last I heard, that is still active.
Okay, do we have any numbers at all?
No, but I'll be glad to check.
Thank you, Flip.
Dr. Carroll,
No report.
Mr. Kimball.
A couple items. Number one, again, congratulations to Mayor Pro Tem Craig on the opening and all the hard work from all the folks on the opening of the Optimist Park. Wonderful park. I think it's going to be a real excellent addition to that area of the city. Also wanted to congratulate one of our business neighbors, Ray McKinney, from all the McKinney dealerships, was nominated by the North Carolina Auto Dealers Association. He's our nominee from this state for the Time Magazine Auto Dealer of the Year. So we wish him all the best and thank him for all his hard work. Lastly, Chief, a lot of accolades to your folks tonight. Went over to Franklin Plaza and I saw a bunch of your officers there dealing with the holiday shopping season crowds. I know that they had, at the last count when I stopped over, there was over 400 in line at Best Buy for whatever they were selling, and some of the other stores as well. Your officers had a lot of decorum, a lot of patience, and they really conducted themselves in a real positive way for our city. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Rusty, I can't let you, you've been too quiet tonight.
Here it comes.
And I'm not gonna say anything about, you know, down the road. But may I ask you two quick questions as we leave? Or not, the first one's not a question, it's a statement. I realize that this is the group that did it, asked at the request of whatever of DOT. There's a lot of people just unhappy that the no turn on red is gone in front of Community One Bank that turns on Armstrong Park Road. And they're making it known that they don't like the fact that it's gone. And I know DOT told us it should be gone. But that's right there at Wells Fargo and Community One, where it turns on Armstrong Park Road. They think kind of as they come over the hill on Garrison that they're moving on, and they think that's very dangerous. Speaking of that intersection, now I didn't go to that university down there that I was referring to, but so you're going to have to explain this to me. At that light, Greer Apartments, heading east, turning right on, if you wanted to turn right on New Hope Road, well, there's a no right on red. But then, right after sitting there looking at that no light on red, no turn on red, there's a little green arrow. Now, which one is it? Chief, what you gonna give us a ticket for? Is that supposed to be like that, or is that just a contradiction type situation? Or do you know? Well, it's confusing. No turn on red, period. But then the little green arrow says that when there's other people are turning that way, it's okay to go and turn right on red. So is it or is it not? So it's a little bit confusing. So I just thought I'd tell you that. Just look at it if you.
You know what that is? One hot mess.
Yeah, it is, that's right. Last thing, I wanted to share with you folks and friends that 2 years ago, I had no earthly idea. You did, but I had, because you'd been there, but I had no earthly idea how important that this position as mayor is. One lady called and wanted to know what time that, called Regina, wanted to know what time that her boyfriend and she could come over and the mayor would marry him. So I wanted you to know that. And secondly is Saturday night, pretty late, I got a call from a citizen that has a camper. Speaking of Texas, has a camper, he and his wife, and he said that, you know, he'd sold it just a couple months ago, but he'd opened his tax bill, his tax notice. And this little camper that he's been paying just minimum nothing for, the tax bill was had a valuation of $3,780,000, and he had to pay $34,000 in taxes. So it was really nice. It really is. And so they've got it straightened out, and he had to pay $13. So see, it's just good that you can help people like that. Any other comments or questions? Thank you very much, and appreciate being through. And thank everyone for coming. Be careful going home. Thank you. Adjourn.
Make sure you have your pen back. No.
We get them for free.
I couldn't find my pencil earlier, and so Brenda gave me your pen,
Jenny, do you need a blanket?
and now I found my pencil.